Hey guys and girls, how's it going? And welcome to another episode of the amazing Agrarian Skies with myself, Lewis. Hope you're brilliant, having a great day, as always. And what do you think of my funky brown boots? Aren't they looking pretty fantastic? I think they probably are. I figured out, guys, how to use the reed fishing rod. Yes, it was... I had to basically just go on the mariculture website and have a little look around and try and figure out how the mod works. And I think I've got a basic idea of it now. So yeah, we'll get around to that in a tandem. I'm currently up a tree, so let me sort my tree business out, my pruning, and we'll carry on once I'm done pruning. I've also gone and made myself a little area over there. You can see that I've got my Crucible set up and I have some water set up all ready to go for my Cobblestone generator. Yeah. So while we've been off camera, I've been trying to stay away from doing quests. Because I thought, you guys are probably going to want to see that. It's the more fun side of it than the grinding side of it. So while there is quests to do and I'm not recording, I'm going to go ahead and do the grinding, and I'm going to also go ahead and do all of the, the building and stuff like that I'm generally pretty bad at, so it takes me a long time to decide on something. Although I'm really bad at building, I'm actually very fussy about how things look, so I have to somehow try and get around that. But I try to do it, and I think it works out kind of nicely, so, this doesn't look too bad. It's looking alright, I think. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. And you may also realise, although I didn't want to touch on this subject, that there is a big skull on the mini-map. Yes, I had a oopsie-daisy moment where I kind of fell off the edge. Out of all the ways to go, I could have been blown up by a creeper, I could have been attacked by some sort of wild boar or something, but no, I fell off the edge. Yes, I was pruning a tree and I forgot how far I could go and I just fell off the edge. Pretty simple, that's about it. Luckily though, I didn't have much on me because I've been keeping my stuff in chests so that doesn't happen and I lose all my bits. But I did lose a couple of things. So I lost the old axe that I had, so I've got another axe now, and it sucks because I did almost have it leveled up as well. So that's kind of annoying. And I lost a load of food, but since I figured out how to do the fishing thing, I've been kind of relying on the fishing to get all of the stuff that I need. The reed fishing rod's good, but I found that it doesn't really give you that much food. It's more to do with the catching the fish side of things. Although I found some boots. You can get some weird things from it. I found some boots, I got a piece of string, I've had a book, which I guess we'll probably use to make ourselves that book binder so we can hand that quest in, but... yeah, let me show you around here what I've done though. So I've used some of the glass to give it a nice little look, just spicing the place up a little bit. And I've used loads of half slabs to make this little area here. And we've got our crucibles, see, we're looking pretty good. And I've got this stuff over here, I like it. I think it's overall pretty decent. I think it looks nice. So we'll just see how this works out eventually and get it up and running. But overall, it looks pretty good to me. So let's go inside and we're going to crack on with today's task and see how we can get this going. I've also got myself a load of stuff in here. Look, I've got some more rubber seeds, some potato seeds. I've got an acorn. I have a stone, some grass seeds, many grass seeds, a pulverized platinum ore, some carrot seeds, loads of good stuff. I did die with one of my pickaxes on though, so I have lost a pickaxe. That kind of sucks. Pretty bad. But, it's not too bad. I also made an aquatic backpack, which I have no idea how this guy works. I need to look into this and figure out how this thing works. Because I would think it would be for putting your fish in, but if I take any of the fish that I've gathered, see I've got nightfish and neon tetra, cod and minnow. If I take any of these and put them in my backpack, from what was happening earlier, when I closed it, you just drop them. So I don't know whether I need to put certain things in there. Like, can I put fish meal? Oh, there we go. So fish meal stays in there. But I can't put rods in there. I can't put fish in there, even though they're raw. I don't know why. I don't think I can even put bait in there. So if we try and put some bait, no, that falls out as well. So I don't really know what I can put in there. It seemed like a cool idea at the time because it only costs like barely anything. You need 2 fish, some string, and a chest, and we already had loads of that. So yeah, but let me show you how this rod doesn't work. This works if you don't already know. So if we grab, let's get a ant bait. There we go, ant. And what you do is you have to have it near the rod when you throw it. So if we throw it now, you're going to see it's going to do it. And it almost catches stuff generally straight away. It's pretty quick in the catching of things. Let's try this with another one. Let's use some of our maggot bait. because I've been using a load of this to see what I can get. It's kind of fun because you don't know what you're going to get. Oh, there we go. Hey, we got a squid. Well, hey, there we go, night fish. Oh, a little bit off the edge. Yeah, you can get some pretty weird things. I don't know whether there's like any actual like valuable stuff you can find. There's a stick. But the boots and the book, you know, are kind of cool, aren't they, for free. It reminds me of the newer version of Minecraft where you can actually find decent stuff. But all of these guys don't really look like they have much to do. So if we go on like uses, you can see that we can make mechanized sponge. We can make an automatic fisher, which is the main one that I want, but we're a little bit off doing that yet. We can make incubator tops, fish feeders, life core, fish tanks, but a lot of this stuff needs things that we haven't got yet, so we're in a while away from that. We can do a raw squid and a bowl to make a half. Oh, we can make calamari with squid. That's the first one I've seen that actually has a semi-use to it. Most of these guys, like the neon tetra, if we have a look at these guys and we go this way, they generally don't do too much. Like these ones have neon lamps, which I guess is kind of cool, but a lot of them need cactus green to make sushi, and I don't have any cactus green yet, so yeah, kind of sucks. But you can get normal fish from it as well, which is good, so that's not too bad. Let's see if we can make this thing, if it's going to like crash my game, because it says it hasn't got a it hasn't it hasn't got any yeah, any art to it, so there we go. So let's throw these guys in here. There we go. And we're going to go and crack on with some of the tasks that we need to do today. So I left my book around here somewhere. Where did I put my book? There it is. Oh, yeah, I died with my book on me, so I'm using my spare. Kind of failed pretty bad. There we go. You currently died one time, shaming me every time. Wow. So, the next one that we were going to do was, and I don't know if we can do the librarian yet, that gets me a bookbinder, which would give me that quarter of a heart that I'm after. Let's have a look at the bookbinder, see if we can make this guy yet. We needed some, oh no we can't, we didn't need a book, we needed the apparatus to create a book. Wow, that's a thing. Alright, so we can't do that one yet. Let's have a look at some of the other ones that we can do. So I know we can't do this one. The bone one's a little bit out at the minute. There was the dust in the wind, which is a fairly good one. There was one that gave us a bag, wasn't there? Was it go with the flow? No, for the hoarding. Yes, storage wars. Storage wars will give us, and let's have a look, a storage upgrade. Storage. Let's see if we can make a storage upgrade. Because if I can make one of these, I can get my heart back, can't I? So let's have a look at a storage upgrade and see what we get from this guy. So we need... we're going to need some pistons. Man, that sucks. That sucks big time. Well, let's crack on with getting some lava together then. So I've got a load of stone. Let's get this turned into cobble. So I've been doing some trees and stuff. I've got like 63 saplings, so we can go and make some more dirt now while we're at it as well. So let's do that. I just had like the world's largest tree, so I've got so many saplings from it. Like generally in Minecraft, if I got one of those huge trees, I'll just be like, oh. But in this, it's a good thing because you just get so much good stuff. It's amazing. So we've got a cobblestone. Let's see if we can do this. Now, I don't know how much cobblestone you need to put in a crucible to make the things that you need to make, but I do know that you can just keep tossing it in like that, and eventually we'll get enough to make some larvae. I only really need one lava as it is, but I don't know if I need to put any more in there. So I think what we're going to do is I'm going to wait for this to turn to larvae, and I will be right back. Okay, so I just threw in another bit of cobblestone, and it's looking pretty full to me, so I think it's about time to give it a try, see if we can take this lava out, and whether we can finally make our cobblestone generator. I'm pretty excited about this. Now, I know that we can only use our clay bucket once, so we're going to have to be... Did I drop my worm? I dropped my worm. Damn. Alright, let's eat this. Yummy. Let's try our half-eaten calamari as well. Can we... Yeah, it's definitely broken. Okay. It was worth a try, you never know. So, I've got my clay bucket. Let's give this a shot. Oh yeah, picking up the larvae. Okay, right, let's pop that guy there. And poof, cool beans. So I guess that's just going to keep doing its thing. I might have put too much cobblestone in there, I don't know. I kept kind of filling it up until it couldn't go any further. So I guess we'll just wait and see on that one. Let's go grab my pickaxe. And oh wow, that's a pretty big tree right there. Wow, I'm going to get loads of saplings from that guy. So we'll get our pick of splintered dreams. And let's make sure this guy's working fine. Should be. It's all kind of built together. I made a nice little looking thing here, I think. So we can grab you. and do our stuff. We've got to try and add, it's the fun bit of making cobble gens where it always eats it. Like, give me the cobble. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now that I've done this, I can make a much better one. I didn't want to go making it too big and looking amazing until I had a means of actually making lots of cobblestone. So now that we've got this, we can make much more larvae, and we can get loads of cobblestone to make a much more efficient cobblestone generator. I remember seeing one on Skyden a long time ago. The one that you actually get given on Skyden when you first start is a fairly efficient one, so I might even go with something like that. I've seen some pretty good designs in my time, so we'll pick one of them, and we'll try and make one that is less, you know, it's more efficient. It stops us losing too much cobblestone, which you never want, especially when you're trying to do this, because it's one of those grindy things that if you lose half of it, you're just like, ugh. But we got 10 from it, so it's all working perfectly fine. I think we'll have more larvae coming soon as well, so pretty excited about that. So let's eat some of our fish, and we'll start bashing in some of our cobblestone to see what we can get. Oh, I lost my thing as well. Damn, I didn't realise I lost my hammer as well. I lost so much stuff. You don't realise until you actually go to use it, and then you find out it's not there. Right, let's get a stone hammer, because we can do the upgrading now. And we're going to go and beat a load of this cobblestone up, turn it into dust, and see what we can get. I think that's going to be a thing. Yes. Right, let's do this. Cool. And this is kind of grindy, but kind of fun at the same time, because you never know what you're going to get from when you sift it. So I'm really interested to see whether we get, like, you know, you can get like a diamond, you can get like an emerald, you can get some pretty cool stuff. So it's like a gamble, isn't it? You don't know what you're going to get from it, which makes it that little bit more exciting, I think. Although we might have to go to bed soon, because it's getting a little bit dark outside, and I'm trying to stay to the sleeping pattern, so that no bad guys spawn in my world, because that would very much suck if loads of guys spawned and ruined everything. So let's go for a sleep. Have I cooked any? Ooh, got some more worms. Nice. So the next task, I think, for us to do is the iron one, to make the iron gravel. And once we've made... Oh, hello, Rain. How's it going? That's all going to go in... Oh, luckily that one's got dirt in it, so it's not going to fill that one up. But it... Oh, is it finished raining? Is it really that quick? Huh, got like a tiny bit of rain. So yeah, I kind of want to do the iron one next to see what we get. But let's just see what we can find, you know? You never know what you're going to get. I just got some gold, some silver, which is quite nice, some tin. We got some redstone, nice. So we can use that soon for some automation. Some nickel. We have some... Oh, it didn't come up that time. Some aluminium. And that looks about it. So we got some pulverized iron, some tin, 2 bits of silver, some pulverized aluminium. I got some blaze powder, some Certus quartz, some nickel, some gold. Cool, and some redstone. So all of that's going to come in pretty useful. I might even make a separate chest just for... Oh, I got some glowstone as well. A separate chest for all of my ores and things that I'm finding. So how much iron have we got? We got 3 pulverized iron. So we're going to need a little bit more before I can do the next part. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and do some more cobble genning and cobble grinding. And we'll be back once I've got the next part prepared. Okay, so I think I've got all the bits that I need to be able to make this. Halfway through doing this, I realised as well that the task itself actually asks for, if we have a look in here, let's go into learning to skyblock and dust in the wind. We need iron or gravel. Now, even though doing dust gives you the pulverized version of it, which is good, and you also have a higher chance of getting things that are more valuable, it does give you pulverized iron ore, which when used gives you iron ore dust. And I don't think we wanted the dust, we wanted the gravel. So I switched back to sifting gravel to get this stuff, the broken iron ore. And this, I believe, is what we use to make the gravel. There we go, iron ore gravel. Nice. So if we have a look inside here, we should find that we now have it. Cool. And there's, aha, is it one ore sand as well? So I guess we... So breaking ore gravel with a hammer will give you crushed ore, which can be combined into ores and sand, plus with a hammer into pulverized ore, yes. So that's another way of doing it. So we can do this, I believe, and hit it. And we get the crushed iron ore, and then we get sand. Oh yeah. Now there is a chance, I believe, that when you do that and you get the crushed equivalent, you do get you get like a small chance of getting more than 4. So 4 is what's needed to make one of these, but I think you get more than that. There's a chance you can get more than that, which, you know, is kind of handy, isn't it? So there we go. And then we've got ore dust. So the final step towards achieving ore is to combine pulverized ore into ore dust. This is not the same pulverized ore as the thermal expansion pulverized ore. 4 of these will make 1 ore dust, which when processed in a smeltery will give you 2 ingots. You can also pulverize this dust into a pulverizer. The ore dust is the equivalent of vanilla ore. Treat it the same way you would treat the ore you mined out of the world. There we go. So we need to make some iron ore dust to do that one. So we've got our iron ore sand, so we're going to need dust from that. So let's go have a little sleep before all the bad guys come out, and we'll go ahead and make ourselves some of this stuff. Yes. So I can't remember if I need to use the other one I was mining or whether I can break this one down to dust. I think I can break this down to dust. If we hit again, there we go. We got our pulverized iron ore, and when you do that, you get your iron ore dust. Just like that. Remember, that's what we've been getting here, our iron ore like this, our dust equivalents of things. So that will give us that one. So if we have a look in our quest book, we should now see that we're all done and we can claim a reward. Oh yeah, let's go for the middle one. I'm feeling pretty, you know, I'm feeling pretty lucky. Oh, I'm excited to see what we got. So we've got our reward bag. We got a sword of splintering. Very nice. It's wooden, so it's not that great, but it's better than nothing, isn't it? So we got ourselves a free sword. Yeah. And we got ourselves our heart, didn't we? So let's do this, and we should be able to combine them together to make ourselves one full heart, thus regaining the heart that I lost from falling over the edge in my moment of panic. So now we should be able to go ahead, and if I grab some charcoal, because I think I've got some from all of my sifting. Let's have a look. Coal. There we go. Cool. We should be able to use this and make ourselves our first ingot. I'm pretty excited about this, so let's do that. And we'll see what we get. Hopefully we'll get something, you know, kind of good. Kind of good. Bam. There we go. 1 iron ingot. Oh, yeah. Loving it. Cool beans. That's our first ingot. You know, it's pretty cool. It's pretty fun. So now we've done that, let's have a look at the rest of the quest that we have. It's probably going to be more towards, or aimed towards, multiplying ores, I can guess. So we're going to start looking into machinery soonish, I hope. So that one's done, so now we have unlock 1 quest elsewhere. So before we can move on to I'm smelting, we need to unlock 1 quest elsewhere. Oh, it unlocks 1 quest. Haha, there we go. Okay, so we need to do these to unlock 1 quest. So, it looks like we just need to make a smeltery, to be honest. Yeah, a task where the player has to craft specific items. Your first ore processing will be done using a smeltery from Tinker's Construct. You should have a book in your inventory titled Materials and Me. This book will help you learn how to use Tinker's Construct. There are 2 other books in this series that will be magically ported to your hands from MDio's library when you complete certain tasks. This will explain how to build a smeltery and how to make alloys and powerful personalized tools. To get started, you will need to make grout from clay, gravel, and sand. Lava can be moved into the smeltery by using a clay bucket. Cool. Well, that's not really that hard. We just need to get a few bits and bobs, and we can go and throw this guy together. So I'm going to need my water for my clay, and I'm going to need to get myself my my gravel and my sand from beating up my cobblestone, and thus we should be able to make ourselves a smeltery. Oh yeah, this is going to be fun. So I'm going to start cracking on with this, guys, and I think we're going to be back. I don't know if I want to do that straight away, though. I kind of wanted to get myself like a little farm set up so that I could do a, you know, little bit of farming. Maybe just like more than 10, hopefully. Because we've got some seeds now that we can use, haven't we? Let's have a look inside our little chest. See what we have. So we have potato seeds. We have carrot seeds, we have grass seeds, so we can go and make grass now, which is extremely handy for dyes and whatnot. We have sugarcane seeds, so we have a fairly decent amount of stuff that we can be using. Yeah. As far as automating our cobblestone generation goes, yeah, I don't think we can do that off the bat. Let's have a look in here. Let's see what the recipe is going to be for an autonomous activator, which I hope doesn't use the stupidly expensive recipe. Oh, it kind of does. It's kind of expensive. Yeah, it's not as bad as the Mad Pack, but it's kind of there. So maybe that one's a little bit way off. We could use the guys from... let's have a look. We want to make the ducts. No. Transfer pipes. Yes, those are the ones. Let's have a look. Transfer nodes. Let's have a look. What do we need for a transfer node? Oh, you're going to let me see the recipe? Do it. Recipe-ness. Show me the recipe. I don't want to know the thing. Transfer nodes will pull items from their connected inventories and will search for a transfer pipe item inventory. Yep, I get that. I just want to see the recipe. No. The recipes have separated into midair. They're no longer a thing that I can view. Well, I'm pretty sure they need a couple of bits and bobs to be able to do that. We need some stone and bits to make the pipes and whatnot, don't we? So, you know, it's kind of there. We could set something like that up. So I'm going to have a little gander around and decide what I want to do. And then we'll be back to either start a small farm or we will work towards a cobble generator of some description. But something to help us move along faster. So I'll see you guys in a second once I've made my mind up. Alrighty then, so I've decided what we're going to go and do before we finish up today's episode. Oh, geez, there's a piece of rogue sand right there. So, we're not going to go making the smeltery straight away. What I want to go and do is I want to hand in another quest that we saw not too long ago, and it's going to give us the materials that we need to make ourselves a far better version of this. So, even though we've done it all in one episode, we've jumped from one to the next thing, this has been really good because I've spent a lot of time off camera continuously doing stuff, so it's definitely helped out a lot. But this is going to make life a million times easier. So, what I've done is I've upgraded my pick. So, if you guys don't know, and I'm not too sure if I can do it with a sword, but I'll give it a try, is if we make ourselves another tool pattern, there we go, and we craft ourselves, let's get the pattern for a blade, there we go, sword blade, and let's see if we can do this with flint. I'll show you what I mean. So let's put this in here, got a flint. No, we can't. Doesn't look like we can. That sucks. So generally what you can do is you can upgrade your tool. So if you have like a wooden tool, except for swords, because obviously this doesn't look like it works. If you have like a wooden one of these, so you can see these guys were made out of wood before, as long as they're fully healed up. So what you can do is you can take your item and you can throw it in there with its it does say on there somewhere, was it hold control for materials. If we do that, it says the repair material is flint. So if we put flint on here, you'll see they'll repair it. Just like that. And it's the same with the other one. So if you get a wooden one and you fully repair it, and then you put it in there with the wooden pickaxe head above it, or the flint pickaxe head, it will then upgrade it to a flint pickaxe. So it will just last a little bit longer and it will do the trick, which is exactly what we're after. So the first thing I'm going to make, because I need more iron, is I'm going to make myself a bakeware. And this is all Pam's Harvest Craft stuff, but this leads on to one of the things that we need to do. So we're going to get that, we're going to get this, I believe, or it might be the other way around. Is it this way around? Something like, no, we'll get there eventually. So we need a bakeware, we need a mixing bowl. There we are, that's the one. And the reason we're doing this is probably because we're not actually going to use these items, but I want what we get from the reward. Saves me having to do too much grinding. So, mixing bowl, bakeware, and we need a juicer, don't we? Yes, a juicer. So let's have a look in here for our juicer, which is a pressure plate and some stone. So we're going to need to cook up a little bit more stone. We're going to need 3 bits of stone, so let's get that cooking. And let me take you down here, because I've been doing a lot of grinding while we've been off camera, so I've got a fairly decent amount of ores. I've got quite a few of these. I've even got a whole block of redstone now. My original plan was to make myself some extra utilities nodes, but I didn't know this, that they're disabled, so you can't actually do it. The missing recipe should have been a big hint, but I was like, well, maybe it's, you know, it's only just come out of beta, it could be a little bit buggy still. No, they're disabled, you can't do it. That sucks. I think you can turn it back on in the config, but I don't know why you'd really want to do that, because, you know, it makes it a little bit more fun this way, doesn't it? So we've got our pressure plate, our stone. Is that not how we did it? Oh, I guess it has to be that way around. Fair enough. So those gives us those. If we go in our quest book, you'll see that we've now done this one, which is cooking channel. Yes. And all of these can be used as well to make you better versions of food. So Pam's Harvest Craft is awesome because it allows you to make certain types of meals. And depending on the ingredients, you can make what's known as hearty meals, filling meals, and they'll all give you a higher saturation level, which is good. So from this, we get ourselves... Oh man, do I have to do more? I can handle it items or fluids once. Also use the quest to some apple juice. Whoo! I was worried then it was going to make me do a really long one and I'd never get my iron. Wow. Alright, well, apple juice can't really be that hard, can it? So, what we're going to need, we've got our juicer, we're going to need an apple, so let's beat up these trees and pray that one of these gives me an apple. Oh man. I was really hoping that it would just be make these guys and we'll give you 4 bits of iron, but it's not gonna do that, is it? I have a horrible feeling that it's gonna go straight after this one and be like, right, go make a hamburger. And I'm gonna be like, I haven't got the cows to make the hamburger. But it's gonna do it. It's gonna do it, isn't it? I just need 1 apple. Come on. Give me that apple. I know you're dying to. Like I said in the last one, I seem to get more worms than I get apples, so these trees must not be doing too well in this very voidy climate that we're having this time of year. Aha, an apple. Cool. So we can juice our apple to get apple juice. There we go. Please let that be the end of that quest line. Juicing. Oh. 10. Oh man, I need to make 10. I need 10 apples. Alright guys, I'll be back once I've got my apples and we shall carry on. Okay, so I've cut this whole giant tree down that was right next to me, and I'm quite lucky to end up with bang on 9 apples, which is insane. I've also got like 1,000,000 saplings again now, which is also really cool, and even better, my axe decided to ding while I was up there, so you can see now it's almost broke because that tree's huge, but I got some haste, and I got a new modifier. Yeah. So that's basically how this works with Iguana Tweaks and Tinker's Construct, is your weapons and your tools will upgrade as you use them. So you can see this guy here is pretty good. He's still using flint, so we'll still need a new upgrade once we move on to the next one, which will be copper, but his mining speed's gone up, or his cutting speed, and I've got a modifier waiting for him. So if I find any like sticky stuff, if I find any of that mossy stuff, which we can make because we've got stone and barrels now, so we can put some watery barrels on top of some stone, get some mossy stone, and hopefully we'll be able to get ourselves some moss. Then we can add that to our hatchet and it will repair itself, which is pretty cool indeed, but it does need a little bit of repairing, so let's use some of our flint and get that guy looking good. So let's do this. So it's our apples and our juicer. There we go, 9 apple juice. So, and it's going to say something else, isn't it? It's going to be like, oh, well, now, hamburger time. So let's have a look. Which one was it? Go, Hell's Kitchen, that's the one. So we're at this one. Manual submit. Oh, yeah, there we go. So I want the iron. Thank you. Oh, we get all of it, don't we? Woo! Lovely jubbly. 4 iron, we get ourselves a reward bag and half a heart. Let's see what we got inside our reward bag. It's going to be insane. I got 8 monster jerky again, which actually isn't that bad because I haven't actually got that much food at the minute, so I would happily accept some monster jerky. Yummy. Alright, so we've got that, we've got the iron that I've been looking for. This is going to be mega handy. So what we're going to do with this is I'm going to grab the rest of the iron that I have from down here and start smelting this. Which one's my iron? Is that iron? No, nickel, tin, copper, lead, silver, gold. Oh, here it is. I've already smelted it. Good stuff. So I'm going to need to smelt some gold, and I'm going to need to smelt some tin as well, because we're going to make something from a thermal expansion that's going to make our life 1,000,000 times easier, because it means I'm not going to have to spend most of the time using our cobble gen. It's just going to gen cobble for us. Yeah, which is going to be awesome. So let's grab our gold. We'll get our tin. And for anyone that's doing this, I highly recommend this machine because it's just going to make your life so good. So let's have a look in thermal expansion. We're going to make ourselves a igneous extruder, yes, which is fairly cheap. It's not that expensive. We're also going to need a piece of redstone, aren't we? So let's go and grab that guy from down here. Now, seeing as we can't use extra utilities, this seems really to me like the only way to go. That's going to be good, you know. Some of them can be good, but I think this is very good. So we're going to make a pneumatic servo. There we go. So we want our iron like that. We're going to want our glass and our redstone, giving us our pneumatic servo. I think we're going to need another bit of redstone, aren't we? Yeah, we're going to need another bit of redstone for our piston. So let's go and grab another bit from here. And we'll make our piston first. Have we got enough stuff? We're going to need a couple of bits more of cobblestone. So let's go and quickly mine out some cobblestone. And once we've made this, we won't have to use this, which is good. It's served me very well for the many hours that I've been using it, but it's time to upgrade and get something slightly more reliable that's going to be a load faster. So I'm pretty excited about this. So let's make one of these guys. So we're going to need some oak. There we go. Let's throw that across the top, and these guys, and some iron, and a bit of redstone. Oh, wrong way around. There we go. Gives us our piston. And now we're going to want one of these. So iron, some gold, and some... Oh, we're going to need some more glass, aren't we? Okay, let's go get some more glass, shall we now? Have I got any more glass? Aha, there we go. Just enough. Good stuff. So, there's that. Our iron and these guys. It gives us our machine frame. And what else are we going to need to make this guy? We're going to need we're going to need another 2 bits of glass before we can finish it up, and 2 bits of tin right there. Okie dokie. So let's go and quickly grab ourselves some more of this. We're going to need 1 more bit of cobblestone so we can turn it into our sand. So let's mine a bit of this. There we go. And let's do this. Grab our hammer. Get this guy turned up. There we go. Let's go do some smelting. So I'm kind of excited. I'm going to make a load of these crucibles soon. I'm going to feed somehow I'm going to feed the cobblestone that we make in a minute back into the crucible so that I have a load of lava. And then we're going to see if we can pump the lava out of the crucibles, because we now have enough ore that we should be able to go ahead and start making some thermal expansion item ducts and liquid ducts to go and do that. So that's my next thing that we'll probably do next episode, to see if we can make that. So here we go. Let's go throw those together. Give us our igneous extruder. I'm gonna also need some clay, aren't I? So what have we got? A little bit of clay here. Have I got enough clay to make another bucket? I don't think I do. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Well, we get ourselves another bit of dust quickly and grab some of that. So let's get this guy. There we go. And we're going to want to make ourselves we're going to need a bucket. Have I got... am I going to need some more iron? I think I'm going to need some more iron, aren't I? Pulverized iron, copper, tin, lead, silver. Yeah, we're going to need some more iron, because I'm going to need to make myself a bouquet, aren't I? Unless we've got more clay. No, we've only got 1 bit of clay. Alright, guys. Well, I'm going to go and quickly mine myself up some more iron, and then we'll be back to finish this guy off once I have myself a reliable bucket. There we go. So I got enough iron to make my bucket. I'm just waiting for the next one to cook up. There we go, that's free, so we should be able to make ourselves a nice iron bucket. Yeah, cool, one that isn't going to melt in my hands as I go and use lava, which kind of sucks. I've also, as a little present for you guys, I left my XP at 299 out of 300, so we can see together what upgrade I'm going to get when I upgrade my pickaxe in its next swing. Yes, so I have my igneous extruder. Most of this is probably going to be done down here, so it might make sense to put my igneous extruder like there, like that. That seems like a good way of doing it. And then what I'm going to do is, as my output, I'm going to have the output on the top so that it goes and does that. Let's have none of these as outputs. We're going to go make a barrel from Jabba because, you know, barrels are cool. So let's throw that there, and I think I need a chest for Jabba barrels. I think they're a little bit different to the other ones, aren't they? Let's have a look. Yeah, we need a chest in the middle. Okay, so let's quickly craft ourselves a chest. There we go. So it's one of those. And is that it? No? Do we need... Is it regular wood? Ah, okay. There we go. Cool. And we'll throw a Jabba barrel on top, because it can hold more than this guy can hold internally, so we might as well make as much as we can. So there is that. And now we just need to give it a little bit of water and a little bit of lava, and he's going to go ahead and make loads and loads of good stuff for us. So let's grab some water from here. There we go. Actually, do you want to grab? Yeah, we'll grab it from here. And then we'll go take the lava from over there. And hopefully this is going to give us all the stuff that we need. Well, all of the cobblestone that we need. But like I said, once we get a lot more lava coming from these crucibles, I could use it to go straight out stone or something, which is kind of nice. But we only have one bit of lava at the minute, so we'll make do with what we have. So there is that. And hopefully, yeah, there we go. Cool. So that guy's going to keep making cobblestone for me. Lovely jubbly. We just need a way of powering ourselves a redstone. We need a pulverizer, don't we? If we can make a pulverizer, we can pulverize into gravel. So it skips one step of our stone hammer. And there are a couple of ways of making a decent amount of power. The cheapest one's probably going to be the survival generator from Extra Utilities, because I'm pretty sure that guy is mega cheap to make. Let's have a list. I think it's the survivalist generator. Here we go, yeah. Cool beans. Just needs one bit of iron, some redstone, a furnace, and some cobblestone. You just load in some wood, and bam, power. Loads of power. Enough power to power a pulverizer. Whoop, whoop. Cool. So let's finish off by going over here, and we're going to make this last cut and see what we get from this guy. I'm hoping for, like, I've done this before, and I did actually manage to get the repair, which was awesome. So, what have we got? We've got haste, and we've got an improvement for one more modifier. Nice. Modifiers remaining 2. Oh, so this guy's got 2 modifiers remaining, so we can put 2 things on there. That's kind of cool. And we've got 1 remaining on here, so maybe, just maybe, might be worth getting some water in a barrel and putting some stone below it so that we get some mossy stone, and then we can turn the mossy stone into moss and do it that way. I think that's going to be a thing. Yeah, that's probably going to work. But we've already got down here, what's that, 59, 60 bits of cobblestone. So that's going to go and fill up with 4,096 items, which is, you know, pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. Oh, yeah. So next episode, we'll crack on. We'll make our... what do we need to do next episode? Let's go have a look in the book, and we'll decide what we're going to do next episode. Here we go. The Book of Awesomeness. So we've done that one. We have actually got Culinary Genius, which is a new one that we've just got, which is cutting boards, skillets, mortars and pestles, and pots. So we could quickly rush through that one, because we should have enough iron by next episode from me grinding away between this and next one to do some pretty cool stuff. But there's that one. We have the bees and trees, which is another one that we can probably start going into, and we get some meadows and some forest hives and things of that, which, you know, bees is actually really handy on skyblock type things, because it's a renewable source of stuff, isn't it? So maybe that's one we'll look into. If not, then we'll just go straight back to the learning to skyblock, and we'll grab ourselves some stuff for a smeltery. Or we can move out of here and we can set up a small farm and maybe a mob grinding type thing, because we've got enough cobble now to make ourselves, to be able to move out of here. And I'm starting to get enough of the of this stuff as well, the dirt, so that we can make ourselves a small farm of some description. So overall, we've got a lot of things that we can be doing. Pretty excited. Alright guys, I'll see you soon for another episode. Have yourself a great day. Have a good one, as always. And goodbye.